Hello and welcome to Renegade on the Commodore 64, and well, this is a conversion from the coin op, and let's get started. So right away you can see it's a bit blocky, but there are three opponents on the screen at the same time. Yeah, it's a quick way of getting rid of people in this level, just to kick them down the. You gotta watch they don't push you down on the level. Right, there's. I mean, this looks like I'm playing this. You know, it looks like I'm doing pretty good here, and I am. But I'm probably making it look a bit easier than it actually is, because this game comes with a very strange control system. Because the game originally came with, I think it's a joystick and 3 buttons on the. We're at the boss already. Because it came with the game and 3 buttons on the console. What they decided to do is not to try and squeeze it all in onto a 1-button joystick, but try and keep the control method the same. So instead of pressing fire to execute combat moves like you do in most of these games on the 64, there's 3 buttons on the keyboard: the left arrow, the 1 key, and the 2 key, and they correspond to the buttons that were on the arcade machine. So depending on which way you're facing, there's a punch button and a kick button and a jump button. Now this sounds quite complex, and it is quite complex until you get used to it, and it means you can't really play the game unless you're sitting right at your keyboard. Now it's actually quite easy playing it on the emulator here, because I'm sitting at the keyboard, but back in the day not everybody used to sit at their keyboard, because a lot of people had these computers in the living room or their bedroom, and they'd be on a table, they'd be sitting, the people would be sitting on the couch or something, or a chair, and it would be like a computer desk. Well, some people did, but not everybody. So yeah, it's definitely a bit unwieldy, the control system, but I say I don't mind it. I'm used to it now, but back then it did give me a bit of a sore back leaning over the keyboard. These days, it's a bit easier playing it on an emulator. I'm playing it on my laptop here, and it's. I'm using the keyboard anyway, so it's not drama. Other than that, I think this is actually quite a good conversion. It's quite a good game. Okay, I managed to lose a life. Yeah, I think it's quite a good game. Otherwise, once you get used to it, you can do all sorts of great moves, punching and kicking, and you can duck down people and punch them in the face. And I think even though the sprites are kind of chunky, they're sort of recognisable. And they've all got different different attack techniques, different characteristics. That you've got to suss out the best way to beat them. And the bosses are all pretty challenging, to be honest, especially Bertha on the next level. She's really tough. On the 4th level there's guys with knives, and one touch is enough to kill you, so you've got to be very careful. And the last level features the big boss has a gun. Again, I think it's quite violent. I used to think it was quite violent the way he shot you in the chest for the time. And all the time limits are pretty tough. Yeah, this guy can be pretty tough. The only thing I don't like is the music, which gets annoying pretty quickly. be nice to have different tunes on different levels, instead of listening to the same tune all the time. And I think the tune's a bit inappropriate, it's a bit jaunty. We want something sort of menacing, you know, and hard-edged. I'm going to run out of time, I think. Oh! Oh! I'm about to knee him, but ran out of time. Okay, well that's Renegade for you. I think it's a pretty good game. It's a bit lacking in polish. The control system does take a bit of getting used to, but otherwise I think this is a pretty decent game. I'll give it 8 out of 10. It's one of the better sort of scrolling beat 'em up games. I think Target Renegade is better. It's more polished, and I think the gameplay is a bit more fun. But I think this is still quite a challenging game and a pretty good conversion. I mean, the graphics are a bit blocky. You just got to get used to that, I'm afraid. But you know, that's it really. Not a bad game at all. 8 out of 10. See you next video.